There we are. Hey, gang, are you making it hard to create your overhead budget? Now, I've been talking to a lot of folks here lately that are, trying to get their numbers all squared away. They've been going through the our 2022 planning guide for your landscaping business, and they've been trying to figure out some key numbers they need to have while doing this. And they are creating their overhead budget, and they just get stuck on things. They're not sure what to put in there, uh, why you even need to do it. And we're going to cover a couple of those quick things here today. I want to show everyone how and what to include in an overhead budget. So let me know, have you guys ever created an overhead budget before? Make a note in the comment. I'd love to see what you guys are doing if you've done it. I know there's many different types of software programs out there that can do it for you. Some of the big ones in the landscape business, of course, is Synced Up. Synced Up does an awesome job on helping you get your budget set. LMN has a great one too, and there's numerous other softwares out there. Now today, I'm going to show you just a quick little sample of a overhead budgeting spreadsheet here that we have inside our Million Dollar Academy. Now this is just kind of a plain, pretty simple spreadsheet, but let me pull this up for you. Here it is. Maybe. Oh, I'm not even sure where that came from. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So this spreadsheet here is let me make this bigger so you can actually read it. So this is an example of one of the spreadsheets we have inside the Academy. This helps you go through and figure out what needs to be put in an overhead budget. And I actually did a training on this today earlier in our Academy. But I kind of want to just kind of give you guys a quick overview, a quick recap of what we talked about inside there. So now, if you look at the overall picture of one of these overhead budgets, they look very similar to a P&L statement. And there's a reason behind this, because we want to be able to compare our P&L statement every now and then with our overhead budget to make sure we're staying on track with those numbers. So just real quick here, just kind of give you a quick overview. You can see we have, put in how many months of season we do, what our total sales are that we're predicting for the year. And then we have our cost of goods. Now, cost of goods are items that are basically billed out to a customer. So it's going to be your materials. It's going to be your, if you have subcontractors, your field labor burden, any equipment, rental equipment. Those are some of the key numbers that need to be in your cost of goods. Basically anything, like I said, that can be billed directly to a customer. Then below that is our overhead section. So the overhead section, there could be a lot inside there. Now, what I like to tell people is overhead is king. It is so important to understand what's involved in overhead and actually go through these numbers to be able to create your pricing structure for the year. And let me actually pull up another sheet here for you. Where is it at? That's not it. So just real quick here. These maybe. There we go. I think that's what we wanted to see. So real quick here, hopefully you guys can see my screen. These are some of the key items that should be in an overhead budget. So of course, any advertising, computers, downtime labor, education, interest, bank charge accounts and stuff like that. Bank charges, I should say, cell phones, office equipment, salaries, small tools, taxes. Now, taxes could be like asset taxes or property taxes, telephone, any training, uniforms you could have in here, vehicles for your overhead, so your admin side of things, rent, water, gas, all those types of things that are kind of somewhat, I guess you'd say, behind the scenes of your business, and things that many people, you can't really direct bill them for. So you can't go bill a customer for your advertising. You can't put that line item down. You can't put a line item down for any education that you do. It just doesn't work that way. You can't do that. So this is all the stuff that goes in your overhead budgeting process. And it's very important that you go through these and start putting in and predicting what it will be for 2022. You don't want to pull off your last year's P&L statements. You want to predict what it's going to be for this upcoming season. You have to think like a futurist and kind of predict these numbers. And some of them, yes, might be a little bit of a guess, but you have to use your best judgment. And you can go off some of your past history of what you've done, but it's very important to kind of go through these numbers and get things figured out. So let me know in the chat. Have you guys ever created an overhead budget? It's very important to do this. Like I said, to figure out your pricing for the year. You can't figure out what you need to charge and what all that stuff you need to uh, kind of recover in your estimating without doing one of these budget sheets. Now, we talked a little bit earlier, and we've talked in the past couple weeks about our guide to planning your 2022 season. It's very important to plan, and part of this overhead budgeting process is in the planning. Now, we don't have this spreadsheet that I have up here in this planner, but I encourage you guys to grab this free planner. You can head over to, actually, let me get it pulled up for you. It's milliondollarlandscaper.com/2022 guide. So make sure you guys grab your free download and get started planning your 2022 season. You can't grow your business if you don't know where you want to go. You don't plan a vacation without planning how you're going to get there, what you're going to do when you get there. Well, sometimes people do, but for the most part, we kind of plan out our route. We're going to figure out which direction we're going to go, what roads we're going to take, or we're going to fly, whatever it is. We have to plan those things out. Same thing in your business. All right, gang. If you are having problems with doing these kind of things, not sure, and just kind of get stuck, just remember, as we say here, just do it dirty. You have to get started. And it's just one of those things you have to just start practicing, start doing. And if you need help with these types of things, don't be afraid to reach out. We teach us all this kind of stuff inside our $1 Million Academy. We have the training, the tools, and the support for any landscaper who wants to take control of their future and make 2022 the most profitable year yet. All right, gang. Hope you got a little bit out of this today. And if you want to learn a little bit more, make a comment in the comment section, and I can continue this conversation tomorrow. All right, gang. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.